Will Smith sued for grooming and sexually harassing tour violinist. The events of the suit allegedly took place last spring. Will Smith has been sued by a tour violinist for alleged sexual harassment, wrongful termination, and retaliation. Brian King Joseph has named both the Men in Black actor and Treble Studios Management Inc. in his lawsuit, which includes an allegation of deliberately grooming. It alleges that the musician was hired in November 2024 to perform at Smith's show in San Diego and was then invited to join his Based on a True Story 2025 tour, as well as playing on his upcoming album Joseph, who was a top 3 finalist on the 2018 series of America's Got Talent, is said to have joined the first leg of the actor's tour in March 2025 for a show in Las Vegas. Hotels have been booked for the band and crew, and the violinist's suit claims his bag, with his key in, went missing for several hours. Management found and returned it several hours later, as it's claimed members of management were the only individuals with access to his room. According to the suit filed on Wednesday, the 31st of December, reviewed by Variety, someone then later unlawfully entered the room and left behind items such as wipes, an earring, a bottle of IV medication with another person's name, and a note reading, "Brian, I'll be back no later. Sick, 5:30. Just us, drawn heart. Stone F." Joseph allegedly interpreted this as a warning that an unknown individual would soon return to his room to engage in sexual acts with him. He then notified the hotel's security and Smith representatives and reported it to a non-emergency police line. Joseph claims that then, only days later, a member of management shamed him over it and told him he was being terminated. The musician claims it was suggested that he made the whole thing up. The suit accuses Smith of predatory behavior and deliberately grooming and priming Mr. Joseph for further sexual exploitation on the tour last year. It also claims that due to the termination, the musician suffered from PTSD and economic loss. Filed at the Superior Court of California, the suit seeks damages be determined by a jury. An attorney for Smith told People, "Mr. Joseph's allegations concerning my client are false, baseless, and reckless. They are categorically denied, and we will use all legal means available to address these claims and to ensure that the truth is brought to light." Lad Bible Group has contacted Will Smith representatives for comment. Will Smith explains eerie link between himself and 2 major celebrity deaths. The Man in Black actor admitted he didn't even want to say this about the 2 music legends. Will Smith has revealed an eerie connection he shares between himself and 2 music legends hours before they died. The Bad Boys actor seems to think that he has a link to 2 of the music world's all-time greats. Though he has won a Grammy for his work in music, having started out as the Fresh Prince, you wouldn't necessarily associate the 56-year-old with his rapping career. But Smith has now claimed that he might be a jinx in the worst way possible. The Oscar-winning actor was on the Broken Record podcast speaking to host Justin Richmond, when he openly confessed, "Let me tell you, I don't even want to say this out loud, 'cause it's like a terrible jinx. I met Biggie 4 hours before he got killed, and I talked to Prince 8 hours before he died. It may sound a bit far-fetched, and it might just be a coincidence, but Smith went on to recall the conversations he had with the icons before their deaths. He explained, "I talked to Prince and he called and he was pitching. He was saying him and Jay-Z should start an entertainment company. And he said he had talked to Jay and he wanted to do it. We talked that night, and in the morning, he was gone. I don't know what that says about me." Richmond replied, suggesting that coincidences like this can happen if you have enough experiences in life. But the actor responded by jokingly exclaiming, "Don't call me." The Purple Rain artist would sadly pass away from an accidental drug overdose on 21 April 2016. Biggie Smalls, a.k.a. the Notorious B.I.G., was shot to death in Los Angeles in a drive-by incident after a Vibe magazine party on the 9th of March, 1997, just months after Tupac was gunned down in a similar manner in Las Vegas. The long unsolved murder resulted in the end of the years-long East Coast or West Coast beef between rappers from the U.S. coasts. Opening up on the shooting, he said that it was a stupid killing that scared him and even brought him to tears. Smith met Biggie after he had already become an established actor in Hollywood, just months before Men in Black hit cinemas as one of the actor's most memorable titles. The actor met Prince just under 2 decades later, as one of the world's most famous celebrities. Featured image credit, Gerald Matska, Getty Images for Sony Pictures.